want to rank. I want to do a little rank them here, a game of rank them, man. I want to rank the top NFL duos in the NFL. Now, one of the duos I have on this list is still yet to play together, so we're just going to, project what we think we're going to be. So we got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. And like I said earlier, we don't know if T. Higgins is going to be on the roster. I assume he will be. He's probably going to be pissed off because they don't want to trade him, but I'm assuming he's going to still be on the Bengals by the time training camp kicks off. So you got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. You got Minnesota, Justin Jefferson, who wants a contract, and Jordan Addison. In Philadelphia, you got A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith. In L.A., out here, we got Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp. You got Tyreek Hill and Jaden Waddle in the 305. And then in Chicago, we got the new duo of DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. I'm going to rank how I see these 5, and then I'm going to go around the room and see how everybody else has their rankings. I'm going to start off with the best wide receiver room in football to me is Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, I feel. It's a perfect balance of each other. I think T. Higgins can be a number one on another team. I'm not too sure about, the other guys. I mean, they can, but I don't know. I'm not as feel strong about them as I do with T. Higgins. And I feel like together they just complement each other so well. Number 2, I'm going to go with Tyreek Hill and Jaden Waddle. Tyreek Hill, I believe if he didn't get hurt last year, would have probably at least broke the 2,000-yard record last year. He has a perfect combination with Jalen Waddle as well. And those two, I believe, saved Tua's ass each and every Sunday. And not that I don't think that Tua is a good quarterback. I do. But to me, the way people talk about, and I know it's going to probably sound hot takeish, the way people talk about Brock Purdy, I feel like it's the way we need to be talking about Tua, in my personal opinion. Like, he is more of a product of his wide receivers and Mike McDaniel's amazing play calling. So I'm going to go with them, number 2. Number 3, I'm going to go with A.J. Brown and Devonta Smith at number 3, just because of, I don't want to say they saved Jalen. I'm not going to say Jalen's really, really good. But those dudes are game breakers. A.J. Brown is what took the Eagles from a really good team to Super Bowl contender once again after, the post-Carson Wentz, Nick Foles era. And like you just brought up, Mike, Devonta Smith won the damn Heisman, and when Mac Jones was the guy throwing to him. So that shows you just how good he is. Now, my next one, I'm probably going to be a homer here. I have no problem with that. Based off potential, I think it will be who got that TV on? There we go. So I think off potential, it will be Keenan Allen and DJ Moore. DJ Moore and Keenan Allen, just because of the situation we have here. Well, you've got 2 wide receivers who both had 1,000 yards last year, and you have a quarterback in Caleb Williams with the potential, and the way that they're going to be trying to make Caleb look good, I think they're going to have the most opportunities there, because I believe the Bears are going to be throwing the football a lot. So that's why I got them. And then we got the last 2 rooms. I'm gonna go Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison next. I think that is a great combination right there. I think Justin Jefferson is probably the best wide receiver in football. I know that he is upset about his situation right now. I feel like the Vikings, if they're not fucking idiots, that they will give him the money that he deserves. He's a guy who's come out and has done what he did in college and has done it even bigger level. And Jordan Addison has showed you the reason why Caleb Williams' numbers wasn't as fantastic before, because he was the number 1 option at USC, and then he's now over here, and he had a pretty good rookie season last year. And I'm going to put Puka Nacua and Cooper Kupp number 2 in final at the 5. And the only reason I got them final is because I hope that Cooper Kupp still has it. He got hurt a lot last year, wasn't the same Cooper Kupp from the Super Bowl year. So if he can be the Cooper Kupp of old, then yeah, I'll probably put them a little higher. But Puka Nacua, man, he had a great rookie season. I think he's just going to be better and better. Mike, I'm going to go to you. What do you rank these wide receiver groups?
I kind of almost pretty much agree with you. I would have had Tyreek and Jalen Waddle number 1 easily if they didn't have a quarterback that had a noodle for an arm. Like, it would have been easily them. So I would agree with you. I would say Jamar Chase and T. Higgins is number 1. I'm probably one of few people, and this is not knocking Justin Jefferson. I don't know why I just like Jamar Chase more. I don't know what it is.
It's not a hot take.
On a quick hit or something, like, he's housing that bitch. I don't know. And like, JJ's still cold though. Jettas is still cold. Don't get me wrong. So I would say Jamar Chase and T. Higgins, number 1. I would go with Tyreek Hill and Jaden Waddle. That speed on both of those guys is just amazing. Like, the speed is what's helping or hurting fucking Tua, because they just running so goddamn fast, and they know that they can't throw that far. So I would say that would be number two. I don't know about the DJ Moore Keenan Allen thing, so I'm not going to rank that because I haven't seen it. Like individually, yes. Keenan Allen had what 108 catches, almost 1,300 yards, and he only played like 13 games. So that's fucking amazing. So number three, I would go with AJ Brown, Devontae Smith. Like I said, got one big guy on the outside, the other one very very fast. Devontae Smith, I know when he was coming in the draft, coming in the league, they worried about his weight. I think it was rumor at first that man was 160 pounds or some shit like that. But it just showed you that he's still talented. He's making a name for himself. He's definitely improving. And then I would go with Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison just for sake that Jordan Addison just got to show it again. He was a rookie last year. Definitely had a good rookie season. And Justin Jefferson, so he kind of pulls most of the weight. Puka and Cooper, to me, they're the same fucking receiver. That's the only reason. It's just the same receiver. They're small. They run excellent routes, and they know how to get open, which is great. And then they got Matthew Stafford throwing to him. But in all be all, like these are still all of them are dynamic duos. It's kind of hard to like rank them, but obviously we have to. So I would go with Jamar first, Jamar first, Tyreek and Jalen second, AJ Brown and Devontae Smith fourth, Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. And then I'm gonna go Puka and Cooper, and I just didn't do DJ Moore and Keenan Allen because
I got you.
haven't really seen that much.
Well, their combined numbers is with DJ and Keenan Allen combined from last year was 204 receptions, 607 yards, and 15 touchdowns. I think DJ had like 7, and Keenan had 8. Tosin, how do you are your rankings that much farther different than mine? Are how you got
Nah,
these?
we all basically the same. I mean, I've seen what Jamar and T do twice a year.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, God bless Marlon Humphrey and Brandon Stevens. Bless their hearts. Again, Ty and Jalen, I've seen what they've done against us too. They've beat our ass, and we also beat them, especially last year. That was fun to see. But again, like back to the quarterback situation, I don't have anything bad to say about Tua, but that boy's arm it ain't the strongest. Tell you that much. Then I have AJ and Devonta just because, those two are just freakish. Whenever AJ doesn't feel like tweeting like a punk, like he always does, he's a really good receiver. But AJ, I don't know, man. He needs to get his head in the game. One of the funniest things about Devonta is like, I remember the first time I heard him speak, I was like, yo, you are country as hell. Like,
yeah, he's super Bama.
Yeah, that man is an absolute Bama. Then, like I said, like like you said, I haven't really seen DJ and what's it called play together, so I can't really rank them.
Right.
Puka and Cooper are literally like, except for they literally the same person. It's like 1A, 1B, literally the same exact person. So yes, all of our rank is basically similar. I mean, as long as we all have, I think Jamar and T is number one because those two are just absolutely fucking freakish. But I definitely want to see more out of Jordan. I think Jordan Addison is a really, really good receiver. Actually, low-key wanted him in Baltimore, but I'm glad we got Zay instead. So, yeah.
Yes, Zay, I like Zay. Zay had a good rookie year. I think he got a good future with him too. Mikey, I'm gonna frame the question a little different because I feel like we've all pretty much for the most part got the same list. What are your projections for Keenan and DJ Moore, and how high do you feel like they could get on the rankings?
Projections wise, I would like them to be, and this was like my honorable mention because like I agree that we all were kind of like in unison with them, except I had Tyreek and Jalen 1 and Jamar and T2. I would like to see them complement each other like Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. I think that's another underappreciated wide receiver tandem. I believe DJ Moore is better than Chris Godwin, but DJ Moore knows how to kind of get into them soft spots in the zone, and the same with Keelan Allen. And they're able to, Chris Godwin and DJ Moore are similar in being able to get yards after the catch. So I would like to see some type of production from there. I don't know who's going to lead out of those two in interception or in touchdowns. I don't know if it might be somebody like Keenan Allen just more because of his build. But for me, I think that we can for sure still have another situation where they might not both obviously have 1,300 yards passing. If they do that, then Caleb is going to blow whatever passing numbers we said earlier out the water. But I think we're going to have for sure 2 1,100-yard receivers or maybe one be at 13, one be at 11, but the other one, whichever one has the least amount of yards, is going to have more touchdowns. I just think it's going to be really nice to see for us. We're actually, the Chicago Bears are actually stepping into modern day football now. Like, I feel like we have an actual legitimate shot when we line up against most teams. I would like to see what they do at, wide receiver 3, but for Keenan and DJ Moore, I think they both can be Pro Bowl wide receivers. I think it could be the same way that we see in seasons where AJ Brown and Devontae Smith both hit Pro Bowls, or Jalen Waddle and Tyreek both get Pro Bowl appearances. I think that's something that we can get out of that tandem.
That paper on these player haters, old news, money on the other line, so I'm not gonna hold you. Money on the other line, so I'm not gonna